This place is a marvel, Captain. I could spend weeks in here.
I'm sure you could, Scotty.
Do you think we should start back, Captain?
Enjoy yourself, laddie. The curator will call us when he's ready.
Was that the curator? I thought I heard him call.
No, Captain. We've got plenty of time to view the exhibits.
I see.
You get no response. Written on the plaque, Federation Scientific Probe Model 331-19A. The 331-19A was powered by a small fusion reactor, since removed. The 331-19A had considerable range but was considered slow. The 331-19A carried a 3-ton instrument array. This has also been removed from the display model. This particular probe was used to monitor the collision of Algiers 5 and Algiers 6. One of the double stars at the core of the Algiers system had begun to collapse to a brown dwarf stage, and the resulting fluctuations resulted in the planet's orbital paths crossing, which led to their collision.
I've used one of these before, Captain. Everyone notices the fusion reactor, but I'll bet they forgot the fuel cell that served as backup power for the instrument package. It's probably as dry as a bone after all these years.
The plaque reads, "The Dunkelberger Automated Worker Mark 12 was a successful entry in the early days of automated labor. The Mark 12 was designed to function as a cargo helper, allowing small manufacturers to cheaply compete against large corporations. Due to their small size, reliability, and obedience, these robots were often treated like pets and given names that were incorporated into their response systems. This particular version was called Barney." The schematics for a Dunkelberger Automated Worker Mark 12. This display is all glistening angles of crystal, written on the plaque, an early example of the crystalline computers developed by the Lantoids of Tuner 9. Supposedly impossible to access by non-Lantoid life forms, the computer works on a combination of harmonics and light transmission. The Lantoids make physical contact with the computer to operate it. It is said that listening to a Lantoid operate the computer is like listening to a complex musical score played on delicate chimes. The Lantoids view programming as an art form.
I bet I could make that wee probe function given a little time, Captain.
I suspect the Soransi wants it just the way it is. But if the opportunity comes up, we can ask if they want you to repair it. That probe looks like it's seen better days.
This diplomatic stuff is quite dull, Captain. Is it always like this?
Unfortunately, Mr. Chekov, yes.
I think I'll stick to starships, Captain.
You do that, Ensign.
A very old space probe rests on a pedestal in the roped-off area. It shows considerable wear. The plaque reads, "An ancient probe recently discovered near the Nova Attar system. Early studies indicate that the probe originated from the Lachian system. Interestingly, the technology involved in the probe's creation surpasses the current technology of the originating planet. This case contains an astronomical model of the Lachian system. This case contains a model of an ancient Lachian temple in honor of the guests."
I'm sorry, this door is for museum personnel only. Have a nice day.
Captain Kirk and party, please report to the curator's office, please. Captain Kirk and party, please report to the curator's office.
I hope you enjoyed your tour, gentlemen. Please join me. Would you mind if the first toast with the Kazakhstanian was to the Enterprise?
Curator, why isn't that Brezhnev cognac?
For heaven's sakes, Chekov, don't interrupt a man on the verge of toasting the best ship in the fleet with the finest cognac on this side of the galaxy.
My apologies.
Questions later, then. The toast. Here's to the Starship Enterprise. could this be?
A conspiracy, if you ask me, Captain.
Let me pull this up on screen. They've destroyed my camera. Well, let's see how they deal with our other security systems.
I wish Bones were here. He's out, but I can't tell you how bad it is. Look around, gentlemen. Let's see if we can find something to solve this little mystery.
I do not know what we should do next, Captain. Maybe I can wring some information out of that security panel. Not much of a trap, really. Fixed it up with a wee change of wiring. I've checked the system, Captain. Whoever sabotaged it did a fine job. All of the modules of the security system were cut off from each other when the curator tried to trigger the defenses. And I do not think I can repair from here.
I wish we had more information. We don't know who they are, what they want, or how long we have to stop them.
Captain, I found the floor plans for that room in here. The room used to house a small aquarium. Whoever's in there probably slid the phasers up a drain under an access panel. That's why the security system did not take notice.
At least it's too small for them to crawl out.
Aye, but it's close to a main drain which is big enough. With the phasers they've got, I'd say they could tunnel out in about 2 hours.
Won't the Enterprise detect the phaser fire?
Not with that force field sitting above the museum.
And we can't shut that off since the security system modules aren't on speaking terms.
Aye, Captain. They've thought of everything.
We'll see, Mr. Scott.
We learned as children playing chess, it's never a good idea to randomly move your knight about.
I feel rather bad about this, Captain.
I do too, Scotty, but it's always surprising what you need in an emergency.
The decanter is nearly full. This is a very expensive silver tray. The large lance shows some wear. The note on the paper reads, Bresnia, VVSOP 2123.
Security lockdown in effect. Please enter release code. Security lock deactivated.